More yapping incoming. Fire Force Season 3, it's good. Lazarus, it's good. Windbreaker Season 2, it's alright. Same thing as the previous season. It's just good fighting. Witch Watch, it's good so far. Tbate is alright. I do want to say it's good and I'm kinda interested in the story, but the anime felt kinda weak. The pacing is not good and it goes slow on the talking and they balance it with the fast pacing. But then whenever they try to do that, their fast pacing skip over all the training and fighting part, which they have a lot of time skips. Also, it's an Isekai. Country Bumpkin Swordsman is alright. What I don't like is that he's apparently strong against every battle and he wins all of them. Even during the venturing part, he won against the strong monster. I think it was like S rank or something. And he also beat the S rank adventurer. I think he should have lost. It's just the idea of everyone or like the anime trying to praise and paint him as like the best swordsman and stuff, which gets boring to me and like it gets repetitive. Also mid-harem. Boku no Hero Vigilantes, I think it's alright, but it had some good parts, so I enjoyed it, I guess. It had basic My Hero story formula and the art / animation. What I liked about it is that there were other My Hero characters since this is set in the past. But what I don't like about it is that I kind of expected a cool vigilante story. Something like Venom or like Stain and more about him. It is pretty cool he was in it. I thought this was romance, but it has mystery. Underground Healer is alright, even though when he started the healing academy it got better or like interesting to me. Too bad it wasted on the first ep with something that happened later in the anime. The beginning episodes was mid. They were using the trope or idea that the MC got kicked out of his hero party or his adventure party, and the MC got back at the leader and beat him afterwards. At least there was some development to the leader. Also, the character personality is kind of weird to me. Like the MC has a monotone voice and the Iron Girl has no emotions. There was an episode where they speak together and I was like, what the hell am I watching? It was just weird to me for some reason. Isekai Slime Season 2, I think it's alright. Kinda stopped getting interested into the series. Just slice of life things and some nice wholesome parts happening in the anime, and that's it. Takamine-san is alright. It's just uncensored gooner stuff, but at least it had some slice of life romance school stuff. The Demon Hunter, I think it's good. The OP Atelier is alright, but I enjoyed it. Your typical MC who's OP but is dumb about his skills or has no confidence. But this one is different where you actually don't know he's that strong because of where he was living. Because of where he is living now is different from where he grew up. Kind of similar to Tatoba Dungeon. There are some comedy elements where it's funny or silly, but these type of shows usually gets repetitive. After finishing the anime, I kind of forgot that the beginning was about the MC being kicked out of his party and starting his own. The only thing that I don't like is that the other characters who know the MC OP skills is that they don't tell him and he's strong. Although it makes sense that they don't tell him because he's nice and people might take advantage of him. But I think it's kind of weird that it's written like that and the characters brush it off. Aharen season 2. It's not bad, but not good. I think it was alright. I think this season was better than the previous, but I think it's a matter of preference. Both seasons had different style or vibes to it. The first season felt it had forced humor and some romance, kind of like Takagi-san, where there's some comedy and the romance is only like a tiny bit. The second season felt like it was your typical normal slice of life school anime, and there wasn't really any romance since previous season the romance was already established and they already like each other or start dating each other. Isekai Evil Lord, a normal isekai anime, but the MC tried growing up to be an evil lord and mecha and space elements. There were some humor a little bit. It's alright. Go Loser Ranger second season. It's good. Perfect Saint. It's not bad. It's alright, but I enjoyed it. I was hoping there was more revenge with the sister, but it was kind of lighthearted or tamed, I would say. I guess there was development with the MC, slice of life music, which the first episode wasn't that bad. Like Pilar, I think. As historical, which I don't like. Gorilla Girl. I watched this because of the premise. I thought there were gonna be some comedy around it, like return to monkey and reject humanity humor type stuff. There are some humor, but not enough from what I wanted. The romance was alright. Once Upon a Witch is good. It has good humor and also got them feels to spice things up. Apocalypse Hotel is very good. I think it can be boring sometimes, but it has nice humor. And it has a lot of wholesome and silly moments. The story was interesting to me. The ninja and the assassin, I think it's good. There are some comedy and silly parts to it. Also, it consists of only women. Makina-san, Gunner slop, but good quality. Shoushimin series, second season. I think it's alright, but this season was definitely better than the previous. I enjoyed this more. There was actual plot and not some dumb detective mystery stuff like how did you microwave this without using the microwave? Like that shit was boring. Drama. Musume Gray Edition is good. Your Forma, I think it's alright. It has some detective stuff and I do like the last arc of the anime. I think I don't like the setting where it has robots and AI. I think that felt boring to me. Maybe. Also the brain dive stuff, it wasn't what I expected the anime will show. I think this wasn't interesting and it felt dry. Mono. Basically Eurocamp Season 3, but no camping. This anime was made by the Eurocamp creator, but sadly they copied it exactly or too good where they ignored the anime idea of where the girls are in a photography and cinema club. The premise of the anime disappeared. This was basically towards the anime. Eurocamp Season 3 did that too, but at least they had some camping to it. Ish. Good thing it had some Eurocamp comedy and some silly / wholesome stuff from it. Food for Soul. Basically mono but actual club stuff. like Yuru Camp, the better cute girls doing cute things anime during this season. Zatsu Journey, tourism the anime. Nothing interesting about this except just tourism. It may be relaxing, but I think it's boring because there's nothing that they brought to the table. Also, there are characters that pop up out of nowhere which we don't care about them. Like the MC's friends don't really have any introduction or anything. Yandere Dark Elf, somewhat Isekai, or the MC was Isekai, then he went back to his world. But Gunnerslot, Teogonia is alright, not bad, but not very good, at least in my eyes. It is an Isekai, but the Isekai isn't that important, and it could literally be a fantasy. I think what I noticed after finishing this anime is that the human interaction or the MC's village is not important. I feel like him having that second life of being a god or that god bearer, whatever, and not saying his real identity to his village is kind of boring. Like, it makes his village not important. Like, why should we be interested in his village or any other human characters in anime that they barely interact with him, other than them being on the sideline fighting for the village, or like defending the village, and knowing the MC as some random fighter, and also where he grew up from. That's basically it. I think the most important characters were the other god bearers and the other race or the other species, like the dwarf orcs and the yetis. I don't know what they are. Dinner table detective, good humor. Only like the inspector and the female MC. I think the butler ruined it for me. Like, he has no part in this anime at all. Like, he's there just for the plot progression and spoils the mystery answer for the MC. I think it would be nice for the inspector and the MC to figure it themselves, especially with their dumb humor. Heaven or hell, let's rock. Bye Bye Earth second season. I think I'm not gonna talk about this. Monononoke lecture logs. Basically Shoushimin simple. Mystery is just simple stuff. The teacher / detective don't really explain his solutions or where he get them, and he just knows them out of nowhere to solve these mysteries. Shirohiyo, basically a slice of life isekai. It doesn't focus much on the isekai part or the premise. Most of it is just the anime just growing up, taking care of his little brother, and mostly talking to the peach goddess. The first few episodes was interesting, where it was introduced that the MC got a future thought where the brother is gonna grow up and kill him later on his life. But that idea is pointless if we're just gonna watch his infantile days. Like, at least have some time skips of him growing up, and then the idea of his future thought of his brother killing him can be relevant. Alien Mumu, I think he's good. Hashtag Compass 2.0 game anime is alright. Kimi to Boku, finally it ended. It was alright. It had some nice fan service. A-rank party. First half was interesting. The second half was kind of boring to me. I felt like it was already concluded on the first half dealing with his old party members. It felt like there was no adventuring at all, except for the first half where the MC adventures with his new party members in the dungeon. The second half was more like saving the city or the world from destruction type stuff. Electricity! Zap! The best anime of all time. Gunner Slot.